Hello guys, welcome to GS Simplified. My name is Amardeep Srivastava and in this video I'm going to explain you all about the fact and figures as well as the great contribution of Mahatma Gandhi and his different values that he has given to us as well as the different ideology what he has provided to us. Before starting, everybody knows about Mahatma Gandhi, the greatness of Mahatma, and few of the words by his own mouth is hate the sin, love the sinner. Civilization is the encouragement of differences. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute to the strong. These are the few words. These are the millions deserved few words of Mahatma Gandhi, which I'm quoting right here. So let's start with the topic that is the Mahatma Gandhi's core values. Now, Gandhiji was a thinker, writer, public intellectual, political activist, political theorist, and above all, a philosopher who invented a new philosophical way of life. There are many instances, like millions of instances, you can refer or infer Mahatma Gandhi as the great soul of the earth. Likewise, सिर्फ इंडिया में ही नहीं, पूरे के पूरे वर्ल्ड में इनके बातों को गोल्डन वर्ड्स में लिखा गया है. There are the four basic principles of Mahatma Gandhi was the first and foremost. सबसे बेहतरीन और सबसे ज्यादा अगर किसी चीज को फॉलो किया गया पूरे वर्ल्ड में, वो एक आइडियोलॉजी बन गई और एक प्रिंसिपल बन गई. उसको कहते हैं वो अहिंसा और नॉन वायलेंस. दैट इज अहिंसा एंड नॉन वायलेंस का चार बेसिक प्रिंसिपल्स है. फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल इज अंडरस्टैंडिंग, सेकंड इज एक्सेप्टेंस, थर्ड इज appreciation, and fourth is acceptance, understanding, respect and appreciation. तो समझते हैं ये होता क्या है. सबसे पहली बात होती है कि सामने कोई भी हो, सामने कोई भी हो, किसी भी प्रकार का, किसी भी व्यवहार का, किसी भी एथनिसिटी का, किसी भी कलर का, किसी भी जेंडर, either of any value, anything, we must have some respect for them. Everyone deserves some respect. And the second point is understanding. We will have some basic understanding. Acceptance is very vital, but we are losing it in 21st century. Now moving further, there are seven sins as per the Mahatma Gandhi. Dharma or ethical and moral values contrasted by the Mahatma Gandhi, he has given the name as seven sins. The first is wealth without work. That is, you have wealth but without your work. सबसे बड़ा पाप वो ये मानते थे कि आपके पास वेल्थ हो और वो भी बिना किसी काम का. ठीक है. सेकंड था प्लेजर विद कॉन्शियंस. ठीक है, हमें बेसिक प्लेजर्स चाहिए, बट हमारे कॉन्शियंस में एक वैल्यू एडिबिलिटी होनी चाहिए कि हमें कितनी चाहिए और कितना, एक हमारा लिमिटेशंस है. लाइक इफ यू आर वाचिंग एनी टेलीविजन, इफ यू आर वाचिंग एनी शो on any platform like Netflix, Amazon, anywhere, but you will have some conscience about the predictability and the limitability of that content. Like we should have some pleasure in our life, because without some of the pleasures, positive pleasures, we are not leading our life in very easy way. So we should have pleasure, but it should not have without conscience. Okay, so this is the second out of seven sins. Okay, third one is knowledge without character. We will have to build some knowledge. Obviously knowledge is prominent, but we will have to build the character at most important. Likewise, if you have knowledge in any sense, knowledge from everywhere, likewise anyone can read, anyone can understand anything, but if you haven't built the character, the basic moral character that you should be inside, that will that will rose your persona, that will increase your personality, then you are nothing. Like as written in Lavashna, Silam Param Bhushnam, Okay. Now the fourth point is that the fourth seven sins. The fourth one is that business without ethics or commerce without morality. That is, if you are doing any business, like you are studying, you are selling something, you are a politician, you are anything in which there is some trade-off of content, then if it is without ethics and if you are suppressing your morality, it will come under incense. Fifth one is science without humanity. Yes, science is acceptable. Science is everywhere. Science should be there because it will help you to prevent the world catastrophes. It will help you to present the world in different manner. But humanity should come first. Always humanity should consider first. Humanity should be at tip top. And the sixth sins out of seven is that worship without sacrifice. Likewise, Vivekananda had also told that if you are not sacrificing the things, you will not going to achieve anything. Like you will have to sacrifice. You will have. I'm not saying to sacrifice yourself. I'm just saying to sacrifice for others. Like if I need something, if I have four bread and I need two bread, and someone need two bread, they are in emergency and they are in need, hyper need, then you should pass those two bread to them because you need to sacrifice. You should worship, but before worship there is humanity. You should sacrifice your thoughts and figures. Now the seventh thing is politics without principle. Yes, right now in 21st century there is politics everywhere politics, like in Bengal election there are elections and people are dying in road on road. The politicians have the suit and sight ideas only to win a single seat. They haven't cared about the country's need. Like in this COVID situation, they need some medicine, oxygen cylinders, the basic priorities, ICU beds, but they have failed to provide us. So they don't have any principles in their mind. I don't care where they spend on 2nd of October, they visit at Gandhi's ashram. I don't care about that, but they have lack of principle, but they have politics in their mind. So you can say that they are the seven sins as committed by the today's politicians. So these were the seven basic sins, dharma or ethical and moral values that had been contrasted by Mahatma Gandhi. Now moving further. Now there are few ideologies of of Mahatma Gandhi. The first one is truth and non-violence. Let me give you an example. If anyone is violent towards you, defend yourself. But I'm not saying to be complete non-violence. But as per Mahatma Gandhi, Gandhiji ideology, truth and non-violence, that is Satya and Ahimsa. They are the twin cardinal principle of Gandhian thoughts. There is an ideology that is spread onto the entire globe. Those ideology must primarily on the basis of truth and nonviolence. From Gandhiji, truth is a relative truth of truthfulness in word and deed, and the absolute truth, the ultimate reality. That is, you should be truth as well as you should be truthfulness should be there. Okay, this ultimate truth is God. Now, the second is non-violence. Non-violence, apart from the meaning, mere peacefulness or the absence of violence. That is, there should be no violence at any cost. That is, we should spread active love in the atmosphere, in the society. You can just counterfeit violence with non-violence. If we have stayed on the path of non-violence, you can progress. You can be very faithful in the humankind. Okay. Now the third is satyagraha. You have to agra by satya. Gandhiji called his overall method of non-violent action satyagraha. That is, the action that they are imposing, that they are conditioning to gain the freedom struggle without using any violent mean is satyagraha. It means the exercise of the purest soul force against all injustice, operations, and exploitations. Likewise, any of the forces that are huntering on you, like the force of injustice done by the British system and the Brits, operations and exploitations by Texas and all. So you will have not to be violent, and you have to put your word. You want independence, but you have not to be violent. You have to put your words, but without using the violence mean. It is the method of securing right by personal suffering and not inflicting injuries on other. The origin of Satyagraha can be found in the Upanishads and the teaching of Buddha, Mahavira, and a number of other greats, including Tolstoy and Ruskin. Gandhiji was highly influenced by the ideology, thought process, and the way how the Buddha, Mahavira, and a number of other great thinkers like Tolstoy and Ruskin. Now, the fourth one is Sarvodaya. Sarvodaya is a term meaning universal uplift or progress for all. If you are progressing and your brother is in misery, you are not progressing at all. The term was first coined by Gandhiji as the title of his translation of John Ruskin's tract on political economy, Unto the Last. So, Sarvodaya means progress of all. Progress yourself, uplift yourself, but the universe should also be uplifted. Now, the fifth one is Swaraj. Although the word Swaraj means self rule, but Gandhiji gave it in the content of an integral revolution that encompasses all the spheres of life. This is not only related to freedom struggle movement. For Gandhiji, Swaraj is for people meant the sum total of the Swaraj, that is self-rule of individuals, and so he clarified that for him Swaraj meant freedom for the meanest of his countrymen. And in its fullest sense, Swaraj is much more than freedom from all restraints. Do not bind Swaraj with freedom struggle only. You have to keep in your mind that it is a self rule, self restraint, and could be equated with moksha or salvation. You need not to be lusty, you need not to be greedy. You have to be self rule on your own self, and you will have to equate it with moksha and salvation. Now the last one is Swadeshi. Swadeshi means Swa means self and Desh means country. The thing which are country made is Swadeshi. The word Swadeshi derived from Sanskrit and is a conjunction of two Sanskrit words. Swa means self or own and Desh means country. So Swadesh means one's own country. Swadeshi, the adjectival form means of one's own country. So you have to use the things which are made in your country. So Swadeshi means these are the factors. Okay. So these are the basic ideology, basic facts, basic thing that Mahatma Gandhi. This is the most important part, that is dharma or ethical and moral values contrasted as seven sins. You can expect question anywhere in your life as well as in any UPSC exams or any exam. State you can, if you want me to give the slides of these notes, you can also connect me through telegram channel which I will provide in the link box. Stay connected, we will have some fair discussions on different topics related to Indian national movements, world affairs, and various geopolitical economy and many things like social, economical, political, and geopolitics. Thank you.